ages, and they was like, well, how old is your oldest one? And I said, he'll be 11. I said, I'm 10. I said, yeah. So my oldest grandson right now is 10, so he'll be 11 soon. So yeah, and then they all just were talking. I was like, well, y'all stay away from the water, because and they go, oh well, we can swim. I'm like, okay. Well, hopefully. I just kept walking, because I'm like, okay, their parents know they out here, everything ain't my responsibility, because the grandmother and me was like, I just want to stay until they leave. But I don't have to do everything, because I'm not responsible for everybody. But anywho, yesterday I went and got my nails done. It was a 2-year-old with her. No, she wasn't even 2 yet. She was just tall. She was 1. Her mom had said I was getting my feet done, and she had gotten her toenails painted, but she was just staring at me. And then I spoke to her, and she spoke back, and she just kept, her mom said, you just keep staring at her. She just was just literally just staring at me. So kids actually can see and sense things that the normal person or an adult cannot. So she was just very content with me being in her presence, and when they were about to leave, I waved bye, and then she said bye. So that was cute. And I noticed that a lot of kids are actually kind of like being drawn towards me right now, because I actually been babysitting a 2-year-old for the past 2 weeks, for a few days from out of the week. And this two-year-old hadn't seen me probably in about, it's been at least 6-7 months or so. She hadn't even seen me, but soon as I spoke and I called her name, she ran up to me and put her arms up for me to pick her up. And literally while I was watching her, she would just come up to me and like hold, either want me to pick her up or grab my leg. And I'm like, you haven't even seen me in like almost a year or so. But kids know energy. So getting to adults, I've had a lot of people just come up and talk to me, which that happens anyway. But when you're in a peaceful state, people are actually drawn to that. You have some people that are actually drawn to it, and then you have some people that are actually repelled by it. So like I have some of my kids, they want to talk. Well, some of my kids, one of my children, she's been talking to me regularly. She is pregnant, so we talk for longer periods of time, but it's because she's about to give birth, so she's kind of like drawn to me right now. But then my other two are kind of like standoffish. They're like, we'll speak, and I get a little update on them, tell them what's going on with me. But it's like sometimes my positivity is too much for them. I have noticed that. So some people will be repelled by you. Don't take it personally.